2.5 years, Japan's borders have finally reopened. You might have already packed your suitcase and are ready to set off to the land of the rising sun. But even after all the time planning, Japan can still appear a little bit overwhelming with so many incredible places to visit and amazing sights to see. We planned the 1-week itinerary for 4 times Emmy Award TV show Global Passport. It's the perfect Japan overview you need to dip your toes in this beautiful country. Adding a few tweaks to the Japan itinerary for filming, we prepared this 1-week Japan trip itinerary that covers some of the main attractions of Japan. From traditional temples and shrines to new and modern city centers, here's how you can enjoy some of the must-see attractions of Japan in 7 days. We'll help guests like you plan your entire trip to Japan, as well as provide different tours and guided days. So if you have any questions or need any suggestions, definitely let us know in the comment section down below or by DMing us on Instagram. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Flying into Tokyo, we're going to spend our first day in Tokyo after settling in. The first spot on the list is Tokyo Skytree. Skytree is a new symbol of Japan. Tokyo Skytree is a mix of ancient Japanese craftsmanship and also the modern latest technology. Tokyo Skytree stands tall at 634 meters and was known as the world's tallest tower in the Guinness World Record in November 2011. You can travel up to the Tokyo Skytree Temple deck, which takes you 350 meters above ground. From here, you can enjoy the incredible views of the city and even see as far as Mount Fuji. A further 100 meters up, reaching 450 meters above ground, you'll find yourself at the Temple Galleria, which is an amazing tube-shaped corridor which makes you feel as if you're walking in the air. After you're done at the observatory, you can head on over to Sodamachi, which is underneath Tokyo Skytree. Tokyo Sodamachi is a large shopping and entertainment complex that sits at the bottom of Tokyo Skytree. It's a complex with a lot of different shops which opened in May 2012. Tokyo Sodamachi is a popular spot for tourists from Japan and also abroad. Next up, we would suggest going to a sumo show with ex-sumo wrestlers. Yokoami in Suminaku in Tokyo is known as the home of sumo, the national sport of Japan. The area has a long history of being associated with sumo, with the Ryokoku Gokukikan as well as sumo stables with a lot of different wrestlers at different locations, and sumo fans will still visit this area today. You can take part in a sumo wrestling experience here, but if that's not really your thing, you can also consider doing a ramen making experience. You can experience working in a real Japanese ramen kitchen and making bowls of fresh ramen. You have access to all the essential Japanese cooking equipment and be shown the traditional techniques of a professional ramen chef. You can experience ladling the broth, ready the noodles, and then shake the water out of the ramen noodles in a table. From here, you place the noodles into the broth and then add the toppings and arrange as you like. Another experience you can possibly participate in is a yukata or kimono experience. A traditional Japanese yukata is a type of clothing that's worn in summer because of its lighter fabric and more relaxed fit. It can be seen in traditional Japanese performing arts and dances. You can take the opportunity to choose between a kimono and yukata and also wander the streets of Asakusa and deeply immerse yourself in the Japanese culture. On top of the kimono yukata experience, you can do a tea ceremony experience. Tea ceremonies are a staple of traditional Japanese culture. You can experience and enjoy a tea ceremony that comes with an explanation of the history and the principles of Japanese tea ceremonies. You can learn how to use the tea utensils like a pro and get a complete guide to the process of making tea. No matter which experience you choose to do or not do, you can then head on over to Asakusa area. Sensoji Temple is probably one of the first names that come up when you research what to do in Tokyo. It is no exaggeration to say that Sensoji is a well-known sightseeing spot all over the world, visited by around 30 million people a year. The large red lantern over the Kaminari-mon at the entrance is known as the symbol of Asakusa, and the area surrounding the temple is a downtown area that retains the atmosphere of Edo of Tokyo. Since this is the first day you're in Tokyo, you're probably getting a little bit tired at this point, so feel free to grab some dinner, relax, and get back to the hotel and get ready for the next few days. Alright, day 2 we're going to spend in Tokyo as well. The Tsukiji fish market is known as Japan's food town. The market has a lot of variety of different traditional Japanese food from wholesale to retail. There are also a lot of restaurants and eateries lined up around the area using the freshest fish and ingredients of Japan. When the market first started, it was primarily an area for wholesalers and professionals where product was sold in bulk. But in the recent years, the area has become so popular with different consumers and tourists, and you are now able to find a lot of small meals and bite-sized tasters. Tsukiji Outer Market is and will continue to be one of the best marketplaces for customers to buy fresh seafood, vegetables, and traditional Japanese food materials. After visiting Tsukiji, you can head on over to Shibuya. Shibuya is known for the world's famous Scramble Crossing, one of the world's busiest traffic intersections with as many as 3,000 people passing through it at every single green light. To see the crossing from above, you can visit Shibuya Sky, the highest point in Shibuya at approximately 230 meters and 47 stories above ground. Shibuya has a lot of different shops, restaurants, cafes, so take your time to explore and visit, and when you're ready, we're gonna head on over to the next place. The next stop is Harajuku. Heading to Harajuku, you'll find Kakishita-dori, which has long been known for its takeout shops, including crepes, which are really tasty. The number of unique cafes is also increasing. Harajuku Takeshita-dori is a center of kawaii culture that now attracts people from all over Japan and the world. Access is also very easy because it's right outside JR Harajuku Station. Besides Takeshita Street, you can also visit Meiji Jingu in the area. Meiji Jingu is a Shinto shrine located in Tokyo. It's dedicated to Emperor Meiji, the 122nd Emperor, and Emperor Shoken. The 700,000 square meters artificial forest was created with the aim of becoming an eternal forest. Over 100,000 trees were donated from all over Japan when the Meiji Jingu was founded. Meiji Jingu also has the highest number of worshippers in Japan every year from New Year's visits. When you're done exploring Harajuku, head on over to Shinjuku. The first stop you should visit is called Umeda Yokocho, which is also known as Piss Alley. This market has roots in the black market that was created around 1946, and with the post-war reconstruction, there used to be about 300 shops. Today, it's gaining a lot of popularity as a drinking district with many small shops selling different dishes like yakitori, different stews, and sashimi. It's a 3-minute walk away from Shinjuku Station, so it's easy to access and it's a perfect place for office workers on their way home from work or for a drink after partying. After visiting Umeda Yokocho, head on over to Kabukicho, which is the red light district of Tokyo. You might be wondering, why would I head on over to a red light district? But actually, in this red light district, there are a lot of restaurants, bars, cafes, as well as the big Godzilla famous landmark. After you're done in Kabukicho, walk about 5 to 10 minutes to Gotengai, which is an area filled with small little bars. There are around 300 bars here, including different snack bars, restaurants, and even ramen shops. Enjoy the rest of your day too by getting lost in these alleyways. Okay, next up, day 3, we're gonna start off in Ginza. Ginza is one of Japan's leading shopping street areas. As a high-end commercial district representing central Tokyo, it has been known outside Japan since the pre-war period, along with Fujiyama, Geisha, Mikimoto, Akasaka, and others. It's home to a lot of flagship shops of foreign high-end brands, high-end clubs, high-end bars, high-end watch specialty shops, department stores, and so on. You can also find the Kabukiza Theater located in the Higashi Ginza Station area. Right near Ginza, we've got Akihabara. Akihabara is known as one of Japan's leading electronics district. While it's packed with shops selling electronics and IT products, it's also a hub of subculture with shops selling games, manga, and anime, and is also known as a mecca for cosplayers dressed up in costumes for popular idols and anime characters. Take a stroll, check out one of the arcades, and enjoy the unique culture of Akihabara. After a day of exploring, let's hop onto a bullet train and head on over to Kyoto. By far the most convenient and fastest way to travel between Tokyo and Kyoto is taking a bullet train, Shinkansen. You can get there by the Tokaido Shinkansen line, which is the most heavily traveled high-speed rail route in the whole entire world. After getting to Kyoto, settle into your hotel and take a relaxing evening off. Coming up to day 4, get up early and go to Arashiyama Bamboo Forest. Arashiyama Bamboo Forest is one of Kyoto's most popular tourist attractions, and along with Togetsu Bridge here is a symbol of Arashiyama. The bamboo grove stretches for 400 meters from Tomiya Shrine through the north side of Todai-ji Temple to the Okoshi Sansho Garden. Although you might have seen a lot of photos of bamboo forest, there are actually a lot of other things to do in this area as well, like the monkey park. So definitely take your morning just enjoying the area. After you're done here at Arashiyama, head on over to Kinkakuji. Kinkakuji is a 3-story gold leaf tower and is also known as the Golden Pavilion. It is a little bit tricky to get here by public transportation, so you can consider getting here by taxi. After a day enjoying Kinkakuji and Arashiyama, head on over to Gion district. Gion is and always has been known as Kyoto's representative downtown area. It is an area that attracts a lot of tourists because it's easily accessible from Kyoto Station and is an easy area for sightseeing. This district centered on Yasaka Shrine in the center of Kyoto City, named Gion after the old name of Yasaka Shrine, Gionsha. It is also one of Kyoto's most popular shopping streets. There is also Pontocho area right nearby. It is a great place to just relax, get some dinner and drinks after a long day of walking around. Right next to Pontocho is a river river where you can take a stroll and take in the beautiful scenery at night. The next day, we're gonna go to Fushimi Inari Shrine. This is the head shrine of 30,000 Inari shrines in Japan. This shrine is famous for all the different torii gates that's lined up here and is worshipped by the general public as a deity of good harvest and prosperous business. The torii gate on the approach from behind the main shrine to the inner shrine are known as Senbon Torii. This is a very popular spot for foreign tourists. Then you can head on over to Yasaka Shrine. Yasaka Shrine is known and loved as Gion-san since ancient times and is the head shrine of all Gion shrines in Japan. The shrine is said to have been founded in the second year of the Emperor Saimei. It is said that this shrine helped with taking away the epidemic that swept through the capital of Kyoto, and since then this shrine has been worshipped as a shrine that warded off evil spirits. Even today, the shrine is famous for the Gion Matsuri held in July and the New Year's Eve prayers. Right next to Yasaka Shrine is an area filled with photo spots and incredible little shrines and temples. There's Ninei-zaka, which is a street filled with traditional Japanese homes, tea houses, and in cherry blossom season, you'll see a lot of beautiful flowers here. Definitely visit Ninei-zaka, a street filled with traditional Japanese homes, tea houses, and shops. When you're done exploring this area, you can head on over to Nijo Castle. Nijo Castle was built by Tokugawa Ieyasu in 1603. You can enjoy the spacious castle grounds, including the gorgeous Karamon Gate and 3 gardens. After a day of exploring Kyoto, let's head on over to Osaka. Soraniwa Onsen is a special facility with open-air bath and free-flowing onsen water. There's a public area where you put on yukata and you can enjoy with other people. There are also private baths where you can enjoy in your own private space. When you're done in Soraniwa Onsen, you can head on over to your hotel and have a good night's sleep. Alright, day 6, we're gonna head from Osaka to Nara. Nara is home to some of Japan's greatest World Heritage sites and national treasure buildings. There are many famous temples and shrines throughout the area, including Honryuji, and you can definitely take a lot of time exploring all these different places in Nara. One of the most special things about Nara are all the Nara deers that you can find in the Nara Park. Take some time to enjoy interacting with these cute little deers. After you're done with Nara, head back over to Osaka. In Osaka, let's first explore Osaka Castle. It is the most famous tourist attraction in Osaka, attracting a lot of tourists. You can find a lot of valuable historical documents and work of art displayed here. At night, the area is illuminated to create a fantastic view of the castle. After exploring Osaka Castle, it's time to head on over to Umeda area. Umeda has one of Japan's largest shopping and office districts. Umeda also operates as one of the main transportation hubs for Osaka and has private railways that go to Kyoto and Kobe. In Umeda, there are many different restaurants around the station, department stores, old station buildings, and underground shopping. When you're done exploring Umeda, head on over to Dotonbori and Shinsaibashi area. Dotonbori is one of the most popular destinations in Osaka for tourists. It runs along the Dotonbori Canal and is packed with bars, restaurants, and seafood. Although it might not be the biggest area, it is full of food stalls and street vendors selling the most famous and traditional food and dishes Japan is known for. The Shinsaibashi shopping street runs north to south for 580 meters, as well as clothing and restaurant shops, and attracts about 60,000 shoppers every single weekday and even more over the weekends. Enjoy the downtown Osaka area and don't forget to have lots of food and drinks here. So there we have it, a jam-packed week of exciting and interesting things to do and see here in Japan. From traditional and cultural events in places like Kyoto and Nara to some of the world's leading technology districts like Akihabara in Tokyo, this itinerary will cover it all. Like I mentioned earlier, we help guests like you plan your entire trips to Japan as well as organize tours and guided days, so if you need any help at all, don't hesitate to reach out. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell notification for more videos coming your way. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.